God love makes you stable from inside, and outside whatever is going on will be just the reflection of inside world. What you are inside will be reflected outside. That is what required for the godly people. So you should think of that love. God is endless. You are not able to take the love because you are filled with your I and my. So remove your I and my, God will come immediately. It is not here to beg the love then. Love is like a air of the God. As the air of the God, love is also like the air. Air never keeps anything empty. Wherever empty, you see when you close your doors tightly, air comes immediately inside. You are not dying because air is there. Air never keeps anything empty. But inside, if you are filled up, then how the God will come? So keep yourself inside blank. God will enter immediately. Immediately. Today's question is, it is said God's love is an endless ocean and human beings strive to get as much water as they can out of it. But how much water we each get depends on the size of our cups. How to increase the size of the cup and get dissolved in the one? Kindly explain in depth what is God's love. We talk always for the God, but how long we will talk about the God? We have to understand this, that God we are speaking about is there before us, now and after us. That is sure. And we talk about God. How much we can talk about the God? God, the Creator, we have said, Creator of me and the mind, I, the name given to me, and my, those had given the name to me, and all other than my in the world. Not only the living human beings, but all the living creatures and the non-living are by the God, and in a human being only we can see it. We can compare ourselves with the animals, birds, insects, trees, and all around, whatever is created or made by the God. That nothing is there in this world, on this earth, or in the sky, or below the earth, which is made by any human being, made by any animal, birds, insects, trees. Everything is made by the God. Ocean, we say the water covers 70% of this earth. But God had created not only the ocean but the earth, which we say not the water, dry. So to say about the one, the creator, the God, is very difficult. With this small tongue, with this small life in human body, whatever we say about the God will always be in the limits, cannot be said. Because the God is so vast, so infinite, that cannot be said by the mere words. So whatever is decided, designed by the God, whatever, the life we are living today, wherever we are, with the family or friends, in a bungalow or in the rented house, with a good husband or a good wife, or a bad husband or a bad wife, good children or a bad children, having the money or not, having the fit body or not. This complete workout is done by the God, not by you or me. If I am today a officer, a clerk, or a chaprasi, or a prime minister, or a star, it is all because of the God. I am created by the God. Everything what is going on is by the God. One day I will be dying. So this death also will be done by the God. But while everything belongs to the God, everything, and we do not love, we do not want to meet that the exclusive personality, the God. Our love is not with the God. If somebody gives you everything, suppose you are bedridden and everything on your bed, someone is doing seva for you, you do not have the money also, he provides everything to you, a good shelter, money for your expenses, also a servant to serve you and takes care of you 24 hours. What will you do if someone like that in this world does for you years together? What will you do? Will you be loving him or not? Will you forget him? You will definitely say, even an enemy, in his life also somebody does something for him like this. He will also never forget and will always be indebted to him. Will never say, if life after years together of his seva, he is living. So every moment he will tell thanks to him. But see in your life, the moment you born, from that day till now, from that day till now, how much you have loved the one who had created you, who had made you in the mother womb, and who is making you to speak, to hear, to touch, to smell, to taste. How much you love him. Do you want to meet him? Nothing can be there without the manufacturer, you know it. Even a smallest needle, smallest button of your shirt is made by someone. You always have the name behind that, who had made it. So this body or this whole universe, don't think that no one is there to do this task. So you have to be in love with the one who had made your body. Don't say that I am not bothered about the world or whatever. But you should be bothered about your body maker, your body mover. If you are not thinking about the one who had created you, who is sustaining you, then what you will say to the one if someone had made a seva for you when you were in coma for years together, without any gain, without any selfishness, without anything in expectations from you, and suddenly you come out of coma and you know that before going into coma, that time and today time, that these many years, and you came to know someone was there to serve you during this period, what will you do? If suppose someone had served you for even 1 month, will you not search him out if you do not know who was there? Definitely you will search him out. When you find, your love will be more and more for him. God is serving you right from your birth. But don't think that mother and father were doing seva for you. It is through the mother and father God was serving you. Because mother also is operative, father also is operative because of the God. Without the God, no mother, no father, no brother, no sister, no husband, no wife. Without the wife, you cannot be, your existence will not be there. So, the one who had made you, who had made all on this universe, in this universe, one who had made everything to you, yours, what you say, your children, your mother, your father, your husband, wife, everyone is made by him. The whole non-living, all your bungalows, your cars and accounts, all are been by him only. So what you will reply when the body dies? Die means when you leave this body. What reply you will give to the one who had served you day and night during your lifetime for years together? Will you not feel shame? If no, then you are a shameless creature. Then you are worse than an animal, or a bird, or a tree, or an insect. Why I say worse than them? Because they do not have that mind. So they will be exempted. They are getting exemption because while in human body they could not do this, and they are today in the punishments. They are in the jails. They are already in the jails. So those who are in jails are already under their punishment period. So when you are not in the jails as them, you had been given an opportunity to get rid of that jails, to get rid of. How can you rid it off? When you understand the one who had made you, who is making you to move, who is your sustainer for all your senses, everything is made by him, given to you. So the moment you start in love with the one, praising the one, that without you my existence will not be there. I am there because of you. You had put so best efforts to make me so beautiful. While you are sitting day and night, you are working day and night for me, giving me the rest, but you are not taking the rest. You are so much of love that you had made me the human being. So I love you so much, my deepest love to you, and I want to meet you because everything belongs to you, nothing belongs to me. So at least give me the darshan. When you will be thirsty of that darshan, means you are preparing for dissolving in God. Dissolving in God. Darshan means dissolving. Darshan does not mean that you will remain. Darshan can never be unless you want to dissolve. Darshan can never be unless you want to dissolve. You have to dissolve, then only darshan will be there. Unless you dissolve yourself, you cannot make the darshan of the God, your creator. If at all you think that by going to the temples or the mosques or the churches or the gurdwaras, you can see the God, you can meet the God, then you are somewhere mistaken. You cannot, because God can only come in your life to meet you when you are ready to dissolve. Dissolve means where you understand I am not, you are. Where you understand I am not, you are. And I is only the dot It is like a ray of the sun. But if a small ray thinks that more than the sun, then it is the foolishness of the rays. Because the moment sun sets, ray knows that what the ray had its status. So the moment you die, you will see you stand nowhere in front of the God. You will be just weeping, weeping, weeping. Let it be. You are the top of some country, you are top star, you are top richest man. You will not be saved there, not exempted there. Because you can only move even an inch with his permission only. If he don't want to make you move, you cannot move an inch. You cannot move your feet. Feet will remain in the air. Suppose one foot you have put on the earth, second in the air, that foot will not go further without his permission. You may be any biggest personality of this world. No. You see, many big guests Sikandar had gone into the graveyard, cremated in the fire. They had gone to dust. So unless you understand that you are not, your life in human being, which is the result, which is just opportunity after your punishments which you cleared in the 84 lakh spaces to come out of those jails, and here you have the opportunity, the chance to just go in search of the one who had created the whole this earth, the whole universe. And in the human life, you are not searching that out. You are fail, 100% fail, F-A-I-L in capital, I am telling you. 100%, maybe you are intelligent. All intelligent heads are kicked off at the last. If they could not understand, I am nothing. I am nothing. Let it be whoever you are on this earth. You are nothing. Just a breath out, not in, over. Game is over. 60 seconds holding the breath will make you like dying. 1 minute. So you are nothing. And it is to be proved. It is to be proved by you before the dying of this body. Because human body is the only point from where you can move to the next, your final destination, the God home. And if you are not, then God home is not possible for you. You have to know where you stand. You are like an ant. Nothing else. You may be whatever you are, but in front of God, you are nothing. When I say nothing, you are like a ray of the sun. Dot. If you are not taking yourself as nothing, you think yourself something, that I am an officer, I am a doctor, I am prime minister, I am star, I am this, I am that. Whole life will be completely after the death. So much disturbed, sad, crying, weeping. That is all Garuda Puran is saying. The Puran, the Granth, the epic by Vyasa, which is all said by the Pandits after the death of someone, life will be so destructive. It is not only that Vedya, all had said those who had experienced their life with the God, those who had surrendered to the God. That's why the word surrender came. That you should surrender to the God means you are not. Everything is of the God. Your body is of the God, so your all the status is of the God. So you are made by the God. You are not made by your parents or some American company or some Indian company. Your body is not made by anyone other than the one who is God. And once who had made your body, once is making to move your body, which you are not buying from anyone, that you have bought something from someone and that is making your body to move. So the one who had made it, the one who is sustaining it, is only the one, your boss. You are just a servant. And servant should behave as a servant. Servant is not allowed to order. But servant is ordering, then God is not happy. Because God says, if I have given you the role outside to order, to say something to someone, but don't keep the position that you are boss. On my behalf, you are commanding. On my behalf, you are getting anger to someone. But inside, you should not bring anything because nothing belongs to you. So why you are bringing inside? If somebody at some distance getting something wrong with him, you are not bothered at your home because they are not belonging to you. You are only bothered when your children, your family member get some problem. But you are not bothered about the third one who is at the 1,000 feet away from your house or 10,000 meter away from your house. You are not bothered. So likewise said, you should not be bothered about anyone because everything in this world is made by me. So your children, your family, your relations, everything is made by me. So let me decide what to do with individual. Because an individual had their own journey for the past lives. So I have given them whatever they asked for, I have given them according to their karma. So you should only focus on you with me. Only you with me, because your journey is entirely separate from all those which you have with you. It is an individual journey, 1 to 1, not 2 to 1. Because one is to dissolve in one. And that only when you come to know the one to whom to dissolve, then only life will be bliss. Then only the life will be bliss. You think something that you are something. That is a problem. That is the only problem. God is everything. You are nothing. So nothing can take something from everything. What nothing had to give to everything. Because everything is the king. Nothing is the beggar. But beggar thinks I am the king. And he thinks everything is the beggar. One who gives to all what we can give to him. What we can give to him. So our giving to the God is nothing but to love. 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 And love will only come when I goes. When your I will go, the love will come. Love will be in pure form when I is given. And when I is lost, God will appear. Everything will appear. And that day you will see that you are no more, God only remains. Because God is outside you, God is inside you, God is everywhere. God is everywhere. Without the God, you cannot see. Without the God, you cannot hear. Without the God, you cannot feel anything. It is all by the God. Everything by the God. And you hardly give importance to the God who had made you. You hardly give importance to the God. That is a problem. Because you have not yet understood. Right from the birth till now, you are stealing everything of the God and not saying thanks to Him. What is the word thanks? Thanks is that nothing belongs to me. Everything belongs to you. Giving thanks for something is Maya. Keeping on thanks dot. Keeping the needle on the thanks like on record, sometimes trick needle is struck off and record continues the same. So likewise your record should continue with the thanks only. That thanks. So the moment you thanks to the God continuously and nothing comes inside you other than the thanks, God will disappear. God will disappear. And everything runs in the fantastic way. So that is what we have to understand. That how much I have loved the one who had created me, who is sustaining me. You do not know what you are doing. You do not know what you are doing. And at last you have to just realize that something wrong is being done. And then nothing will be possible. God is definitely, undoubtedly, is everything. You are nothing. You are nothing. Surrender. Whom to surrender? Because in your view, God is Rama, God is Krishna, God is Buddha, God is Mahavira, God is Jesus, God is Guru Nanak, God is Sai Baba, God is Ram Paramahansa, God is Mirabai, Sajobai, Lallabai, Laos, Sukrat. To you, God means if you say that in the form, you takes their name as God or the messengers of the God. You say they are the God or the messengers of the God. So, simple, they had gone. They are no more in the body. Their body is immortal body which you cannot move unless you become immortal. The moment you make your body immortal, you will meet them. Don't think that they became immortal after the death. No. They were immortal before their death. They lived in the dead body with the immortal body. They were dual. One, the mortal body, the dead body as you have. There was immortal body inside that where they jumped. Like you change the cloth, they change their life, body, cloth during their lifetime. There is nothing like enlightenment or bliss only after the death. Enlightenment is what? Sthiti Pragya, what Krishna said, Guru Nanak Sachiyar, what is that? That is getting the immortal body while in lifetime. It only sometimes happens that after the death, they are getting the immortal body. Very few. Otherwise, maximum are getting during their lifetime. During the mortal body, they are getting the immortality. These all the Buddha, Mahavira, Ibrahim, Jesus, Muhammad, Kabir, Farid, Ram Paramahansa, Sai Baba, Meera, Sahajullah, Laos Sukrat had got the immortal body while in lifetime. What does it mean? that while in lifetime, when they were alive, the dead body, whatever the qualities of a dead body, they were having the same. What is the quality of the dead body when we die? We say he is no more. It means he is going beyond profit and loss. No loss in the business or in the office will make them disturbed. Not making any disturbance to the dead body. Let any profit come, no emotions. Somebody respects or disrespects, not the problem. Somebody take birth or die, not the problem. So they were beyond this outside mortal body, sitting on in the immortal body inside. So that immortal body, while in mortal body, means the birth, while in birth, the rebirth in birth is nothing but the Godism. That they took the birth while in this body, in the mortal body. So they were completely dissolved. Outside body, the materialistic body, when dissolves, a new body comes. Unless snakes dissolve, his outside body is not going to be withdrawn. That outside body goes off the moment he creates a new body. He has seen the snake. Snake, while moving, he makes his new body and leaves the old body. Old body looks like a snake only. But in fact, snake had moved on. That one body he had kept, a new body is formed. So this is all the love. If you don't have the love for the God, how will you get dissolved? Because in love only, if you don't love anything, you never approach to the one. It is only the love which takes you. It is only love which makes you to move. So love, love, love. God, definitely everything in this universe, on this earth, living or the non-living, you or the me, yours or mine, everything is made of the God, by the God, and for the God. Whatever He wants, we will have to do it. So, it is up to you how much you want to take from the God, how much you want to give to the God, or you want to dissolve yourself. Taking or giving or dissolving. Because after dissolvement only you get the complete liberation. Complete liberation. You have to dissolve. But the beginning comes from giving and taking. Because outside world we do this business. So in this also, God also, we give and take. That's why it is said, God's love is an endless ocean and human beings strive to get as much water as they can out of it. God is an endless ocean of love, no doubt, endless. And people strive. People are struggling to get the love from the God. Why struggling? Because they do not have the root. If you have the genuine thirst of the God, then only you will come across the true master. True master will tell you where the God, how to love the God. He will only teach you the life, because till now you have only gone through that. Whenever there is a God, I should always ask the materialistic things, the Mayavi things. I know that much only, that there is a God, idols, and I have to go there, do this thing, do that thing. They are the apex. I have to just worship them, do all that kriyas, all fast, puja, path, roja and all, namaz. That's all. You have that much knowledge about the God. You do not know anything more than that. So unless you know about the God, the Creator, the everything for you, how can you make your journey towards the God? How will you take the love from the ocean? How would you take the like water from the ocean? It is very difficult. Very difficult. Because taking the water from the ocean, and if you want that God ocean will be over, or will you be able to take the complete water from the ocean, complete love from the God? That will also be difficult. Because ocean cannot come in the cup or glass or bucket. Cannot come. So you have to decide how to get it. How to get it. How much you can get. But as you have thirst, that much only. If I thirst of 1 glass water, how can I take the 2? How much thirst you have from the endless love. And if you are not satisfied with what you are getting, you want more love. Because your love cup is somewhere very small. Your intake, it is like you had something in your glass already before. Then how much you will get more? The balanced size of the cup or glass, whatever you have with you. But the moment you go with that no end surfaces, no edge, no corners, then you will be dissolved. So first you have to break the barriers of your I. Because I is the limitations. I brings the limitations. You is endless. So you have to put your I, which is in limits, which is on the ends, to the endless, to the limitless. So just put yourself completely blank, free, independent. Then only you will be dissolving in the God. So it is you who is making the obstacle for you. Your I is making you not to move to the God. So what the God does, if you are interested to dissolve yourself in God, if you want to break your cup and glass, means you want to surrender. You want to surrender, to dissolve. You had to make your I out. And I had all the correlated my house, my children, my this thing, my that thing. So you had to just withdraw from your my, because your ego is because of my and I. When you don't have anything, your I get insulted. When you have something, your I gets somewhere up. So remove your I, because your I is making you completely away from your God. I and my is making you completely away from your God, because you had made yourself more than the God. The moment you make yourself less the God, the moment you understand that you are nothing, the day you understand you are nothing, the journey is completed. Then God will be there. God is there. And if you are not, then God will not come. God cannot come like that. It is up to you to just get your eye removed. Only the eye is the blockage in the route to the Godhood. Why you are not able to get dissolved to the God? Because your eye is the main obstacle. And that eye is to be removed. Then only the God will appear. Otherwise, how many cups of love you will take from the God? It is better get yourself dissolved like the salt in the water, sugar in the water. And see, now it cannot be withdrawn, it cannot be separated to each other. So that is what you have to understand, that God, love is endless ocean, and you are striving as you do not know that your size, your taking capacity is very less. Because inside mind you have many things. That's why your capacity is very less. And if you take yourself dissolve in the God, the love will go beyond the limits. The love will become endless. Love will become endless. Because drop when going to the sea will become sea. When you get into the God, you become the God. God is nothing but your face. But because you are not dissolved, you are not the God. You think you are something different. You think you are something second. You are something small. You are not small. Ray is not small. It is only the ray when takes away from the sun, thinks that himself as distant, but in the sunset, automatically it goes. But we are not thinking ourselves that we are of the God, we are by the God, we are for the God. We are not taking in that way. And in one lifetime, if not today or tomorrow or years together, in this life, in many life, we have to understand this. Because everything is belonging to God. Nothing belongs to you. In the moment you understand this, that I am nothing, God will appear. It is your I which is harder. And if I is there, my son, my daughter, my flat, my this thing, my that. Your mind goes to others. Others are hell. Others are hell. Others are the obstacle in your progress to the God. So only take those others in your life, those inspires, those who make progress on your way to the God. Don't speak to them, don't hear to them, don't sit with them, those who are becoming obstacles in the God home journey. Because unless you complete your journey with the God home, unless you dissolve with the God, there is always a high risk of getting away. So the moment you go closer, the moment you go on the close journey to the God home, you should be attentive in taking that any lecture from anyone, hearing or speaking. You had to be very careful in the company where you are, that either he is dragging me away from my God or he is assisting me. in reaching to the God. That is very careful. Because when you cross the journey of 75% towards the God home, when I say 75% towards the God home means what? That your journey to the outside world is very minimum now. Things had come to your eye, almost my had gone. So that eye is the complete obstacle. Those who supports your eye, they are not your friends. Even you become happy if somebody admires you. But in fact, they are not your friends. They are making you to fall down one day definitely. Unless you get complete to the 100%, then nothing will touch you. No respect or disrespect. Nothing will touch you. So just go deep into it. That love the God. Love, love, love. Nothing is mine. This hair is not yours. Eye is yours. Suddenly something goes, you are on the road, accident, gone. What you can do? You are really beggar. You are a beggar, beggar, beggar. Don't think yourself you are something. You love the one who had kept your eyes till now. You love him who had made your ear to hear in this morning. You love him who gives you taste, who had taken bad tea, breakfast. You love him who had made you to wear the good clothes, colorful clothes. You made him thanks. Because of you, I have got up today and said good morning to you. Because of this, I am speaking to you or hearing to you. He had given me chance because yet I have not completed myself with you. Yet I am not dissolved in you. Yet I am thinking myself something. So thanks God you had given me this chance. If I would have gone at night, my fuse would have off. If I would have gone out of this body, then what would have been the results today? Then I would have been no more wanting in the 84 leg again, becoming the dog, horse, donkey, parrot, crow, sitting on the grills. Today I am sitting inside, outside rain. Then I will be sitting on the grill, coming to my house and telling to my children, give me my food. They will just close the doors, windows. So thanks to the God, He had given me chance to get rid of these all 84 lakh spaces and go to you, where God home. So it is better. You should dedicate your all the moments given to you. Every moment is so precious. Every moment is so invaluable. These moments will only be known to you that how much valuable is this when you will die. The day when you will not wake up. That will be your last good night. Last night. Because wish can only be given if you are good. If somebody is good, can give the good. And the day will come, there will be no good morning unless you are dissolved. If dissolved, not only morning, every moment will be morning only. Because you are the one with the God. So increase your capacity, then dissolve. How the capacity will increase to love the God? Just decrease your all that relationships with this materialistic, the Mayavi, the deadly one. Just leave all that lihaj relationships. Lihaj means where you are doing formality, formal relationships. Where you are not interested to go, you are not interested to hear, you are not interested for something, but you are doing because someone should not get bad about it. You are doing something which others should not say something. that you had gone to the hospital if somebody is sick, but you were not interested because corona is going on. Somebody died, you had gone to the cremation ground, but you were not interested. Somebody marriage is there, you were not interested, but you had gone. Whenever you are not interested and going is making your bad karma. Let the relationship goes, not the problem. Don't worry, when you die, don't think that your dead body will not move. Your dead body will, say, at least 1,000 people should be there. Corona had proved it. Corona had proved. All those who are dying, no 100 people are going beyond them. All are going. So don't think the dead body will not move unless the crowd will be there or a horse will not move. Don't think that my marriage will not be there if people are not there. Not the problem. Immediately. And that is better to get without the witnesses. Because then you can make over also easily. Instead of wasting the money all on these things. At least especially today. Keep that money for the FD. Because relationships are very dangerous now. Possession is so much, ego is so much. So that is better. Don't think that people should come on the marriage. Why? Why to witness all? When you have got the marriage, when you have gone out, nobody should know you. It is better. This is all now. Time had come. Because there is no love now. Nobody loves. Nobody. Nobody come to marriage. It becomes like a lihaz formality that I have to go. Nobody wants to come on your marriage. Now time is not there. People are not in that love. So it is better not to put all your waste of money. If you have enough of money, okay. Otherwise it is better. And intelligent people are those who are not wasting money at all now on the marriages. Not at all. If they have enough, okay. Otherwise put FD. Your relationships are not durable now. It is very difficult. It is very difficult. Out of 10, 1 if survives is more than enough. It is very difficult. So it is better safeguard your future. Make some pension plan instead of putting on this all drama. Instead of showing that all drama and people will just come and take the shortcoming, this thing and he had not given me lipapa, this thing and all. Forget. Kill those relationships where there is a all here and there talks. That is better. Relationships are those where love sustains, where love remains. And that is only God home journey. When you are moving on the God home journey, there only relations are there. Not in the materialistic world. In the materialistic world, there is a business. Your relationships are nothing but a businessman from one shop to the other shop. If you say, he is my uncle, it is a shop only. Because uncle also will expect something from the nephew. He is not going to do anything like that. These are shops. We all are the shopkeepers. Now love had gone. It is just the shopkeeper. Big business is going on in the relationships only. And these relationships which you say are only the root cause of your be away from the God. The main shopkeepers are in your home only, where you stay locked in. Your wife is a big shopkeeper. Your husband is the big shopkeeper. Children are the shopkeeper. If they are the big shopkeeper, forget about your aunt, uncle and all. No love. You do something, we do something for you. If you don't do, we are not doing. If you study, we love you. Parents love the children if they study. If they are working, they love. If one son is earning more money, one is not earning, they love the one who is earning. The other no. Or if someone is earning, someone not earning, they are showing their more to the one who is looking after, whoever. Attachment is there, not the love. That is the attachment, not love, that they are loving the one, not love. Love is nowhere sustaining now. Love is gone. Because love only is the God. You cannot love, you can only love your neighbor when you love the God. Loving the God is loving the neighbor. If you love the God, then you will love all. Because loving only one or two means you are partial, and that love means its love is not true love, it is the impure love. True love cannot be with one or two. That love which God says, that love of God is not for one or two. Do you think God is loving only one or two? God is loving all. All are getting everything from the God. Air is given to everyone. Sky is for everyone. Earth is for everyone. Everybody has got the same. God is not making any partiality. So you make the partiality. You say, he is my son. She is my daughter. I will weep up for him, for her. Why should I weep for the others? You don't love. Love means if you weep for the others, then only you weep for your children. If you weep for your children, weep for others also. No. You say, no, this is love. I weep for my husband, my wife, and I don't weep for the others. If somebody died at my home, I will weep. I will be sad. Coming tears out of the eyes is okay. Even a dog dies who is at your home, so your tears will come because he had been with you for a long time. Even when in the train you go where the 24-hour journey, somebody when gets down after 24 hours, you sometimes have tears. That love, but not sad inside. But here you are sad. Your love with your own son, those who are at home, even your children, the parent, the husband, the wife, your love is not the love because with everything you have the emotions. Emotions means when you are happy, inside you are dancing like. When you are sad, inside you are weeping like. So inside sadness and the happiness is not love. Outside is okay. If tears comes, okay, but inside not the sad. Nothing is permanent here. Outside if you are happy, dancing okay, but not inside dancing or happy. For the materialistic, the Mayavi, the deadly things. So you have to be with the God, and God is completely making you stable from inside. Stability is God. God is stable. God is not the outside for jumping and dancing like a monkey. Monkey has seen, either jumping because monkeys are emotional. Emotions is the monkey activity. But we are human beings. Human beings should remain stable inside. Those human beings remain stable inside and outside the monkey dance, okay. Outside dance is okay, but inside dance is not okay. For this Mayavi, the deadly world. So for the Mayavi deadly world, if you dance inside, that emotions are keeping away from your God. So God love makes you stable from inside. And outside, whatever is going on will be just the reflection of inside world. What you are inside will be reflected outside. That is what required for the godly people. So you should think of that love. God is endless. You are not able to take the love because you are filled with your I and my. So remove your I and my, God will come immediately. It is not here to beg the love then. Love is like a air of the God. As the air of the God, love is also like the air. Air never keeps anything empty. Wherever empty, you see when you close your doors tightly, air comes immediately inside. You are not dying because air is there. Air never keeps anything empty. But inside, if you are filled up, then how the God will come? Inside, if you are filled up with their I and my, God, how will He come? So, keep yourself inside blank. God will enter immediately. Immediately. So, you have to just destroy your cup. Because in cup also there are the limits. You have to just go beyond this, beyond that cup to be broke. Break the limits, and you will be see. You will be as God. That is what we said, Bhakt, Bhagwan, devotee and the God. Cup breaks. Yes or no? How to increase the size of cup and get dissolved in the one. Increase the size, reduce your eye, reduce your mind, and the day will come when dissolve means broken the cup. Cup is broken. Love is so much cannot be in that cup now. No size can take the love of the cup. No size can take the love of the God. To take the love of the God, you have to be beyond the limits. So beyond the limits is God. So God will enter and breaks all the barriers. But you should increase your love, that the thirst and hunger for the God, by killing, by destroying your I and my. Because I belongs to God, my belongs to God. Give your my to the God. Your children, your family belongs to the God. Nothing belongs to you. Everything was given to you just to be the part of this journey, to be part in this human being journey. Not that you should have your I and my. It is not permanent. Your children, your parents, your family, your business, your post, your country is not permanent for you. Everything is temporary. So don't live in illusion. Because at last God will just snatch everything from you. And that time God will not be helpful to you because you had been thief throughout your life and you did not love the one who had given you so much, your children, your family, your everything, just to enjoy the journey. You never thanks to him. Instead, you made the possession that it belongs to you. So by doing this activity, God will never be happy. And at last, you will be weeping, weeping, weeping. And that weeping will be complete of sadness, and nobody will be there to wipe off your tears, to give you hanky, to give you water. You will even die by many births without the water. So it is better to make use of this human body, because in human body only you have the mind which operates, which can think it over, that I can go beyond this dead body, beyond the animal, bird, insect and tree's body. So this mind had been given to human body, and on this human birth you can sit, you can say you are standing on a chalk. Chalk means four ways. So you want which way to go. This is up to you. Whatever way you will go, you will get the destination. Getting on the way to the again the same animal, birds, insects life, get into the Maya. Standing there thinking, then again next birth as human being, that should I go on the God home next? But in the God home there is always a risk that you will be no more. To be with no more living the life, praising for others. Even you know the body is doing and body belongs to me, I am. But by keeping yourself I as dead and remaining beyond, that you are doing you is very difficult. Because we want our praise, not the God praise. We say that God is there, but we definitely want our praise. That's why somebody says to itches to you. It means you are not in praise of God, you are in praise of yourself. When you are in praise of God, even somebody insults you, abuses you, not accepting you, not agreeing you, not obeying you, cursing you even, you will feel relaxed. But because you are left with your I, that's why it hurts you. And that hurting of you is taking you away from your God. Because anything comes toward you, just pass it on to the God. It is not yours. Let any insult come, let anything come near to you. Just pass it on. All praises belong to Him. All insults belongs to Him. Let any clapping or slapping comes, go to God. Let any profit loss come, go to God. You be the instrument that is operated by the God. So be always keeping the God in front and dissolve yourself completely in God, and you will see that you are God one day. You will be dissolved, and increasing that capacity is just to kill your I and my. When I and my is getting off, love will be coming more into you. The more space is directly proportional to your I and my. The moment they reduces, automatically space will come. And one day you will be completely dissolved. Dissolved means lost in God. And God and you will become one. That is the one. God is one. Ek hi Allah, Advait. So that state you have to reach in this birth or in the next birth. That is your choice. But it is better because after many births you get the way out, you get the guide, the master, perfect master to take you. Now it is up to you whether you trust or not. If your experiences even not making you to trust, that is your choice. Because God had given you free will, so Master also gives the free will. He will not bind you. It is up to you whether to go further, to get dissolved or not. That is completely up to you. If God is not forcing you, why He will force you? If God is not compelling you, why He will compel you? God has keep you in the free will, He will also keep you on free will. It is up to you if you want to dissolve or not. You want to live with your I and my, your choice. You want to just overcross, you just want to jump. He is ready in all the way, whichever way you like. So make your journey complete by dissolving in one the God. Break all the barriers of I and my. Nothing belongs to you, not even your body. Don't look here and there, look into yourself, and in yourself God resides. God resides. So be in deep love. That is what's a deep love. Deep means you should not have the time to open your eyes to see someone. If at all you open your eyes, don't have that much eye to see beyond 4-5 feet. If you want to hear to Him. Then only you will be completely dissolved. You don't have the time. That love, where love also is getting the saturation. Love saturation, what the word the Sufis had given, ishq. Ishq. Ishq means where love also is gone. We are just beyond that love. Lost in love. So that losing state. When you are lost, you don't have the seconds to think about others. You are just completely dissolved in the one. And that is the bliss and bliss state. That time, the whole universe blesses you. That is the blessed state. And that will be from bless to bliss. Bliss will be the quality. Now nothing in the world, no one in the world can make you somewhere angry, disturbed. You will be love. And love is God. So be the God, make your life success.